Cultural diversity in education and multicultural education are significant to understand, and to understand its significance, one must understand the definition of culture itself. And the definition of culture, according to the textbook, is the behavioral patterns, ideas, values, attitudes, norms, religious and moral beliefs, customs, laws, language, institutions, arts, artifacts, and symbols characteristic of a given people during a given period of time. And this is a very complex definition. Cultural diversity and multicultural education basically go hand in hand, and it is essential components in understanding where people come from because we do live in a very diverse nation. And to understand multicultural education, one must get to know the 5 dimensions. And the first one is content integration dimension. The second is knowledge construction process dimension. The third is prejudice reduction dimension. The fourth is equity pedagogy dimension. And the fifth is the empowering school culture and social structure dimension. Multicultural education and what it looks like in the classroom is basically when the approaches come into play. And there are 5 approaches. The first one is teaching the exceptional and culturally different approach. The second one is the human relations approach. Third is single group studies. Fourth is multicultural education. And fifth is multicultural social justice education approach. And I focus on the first one because the curriculum involves norms and values of dominant society. And this can cause problems because students might think that there's something wrong with them because they have to conform. And according to Gay, more and more ethnically and racially diverse students, families, and communities and their advocates are demanding their right to be recognized, respected, and educated for who they are instead of having to conform to Eurocentric norms as a condition for receiving high-quality educational opportunities. Multicultural has a large effect on experiences with students and teachers because, for instance, the teaching the exceptional and culturally different approach can make students feel like there's something wrong, and that doesn't establish a good experience between the student and teacher. And according to Banks, a major goal of multicultural education, as stated by specialists in the field, is to reform the school and other educational institutions so that students from diverse racial, ethnic, and social class groups will experience educational equity. And that is what basically the cultural diversity and understanding it and incorporating multicultural education in classrooms goal is to do.